Hi, Ari, Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we brought 8 Dragonmaw war banners to Captain Stoutfist. Today, we're going back out into the wild of the wetlands. We're going to head over to Welgar's excavation site, and we are going to see if we can find some quests there. We might slay some dinosaurs today. I have to feed my pet. Here, he's hungry guy. Keep getting rid of this jerky, I guess. But yeah, we slayed a lot of orcs yesterday. We're going to have to continue that quest chain. But I'm going to take a break from it for now. I'm gonna level up a little bit here. Today we might actually hit level 29, which would be great. And we will keep upgrading Ferocity, which increases our pet's critical strike by 3%. And we also have pet attack keybinded today. Tried to macro in Hunter's Mark with pet attack, but I think I'm not going to do that because sometimes I like to Hunter's Mark and shoot. Oh, this guy's awesome.
May your generosity be returned to you 100-fold.
That's a scary journey. It looks like a lot of people go on the wetlands journey to Menethil Harbor. I remember doing that myself. He gave me some intellect. What a nice guy. Let's keep on going here. We're going to be heading over to the Welgar's excavation site. Yeah, here we go. Should hit 29 today. Should be good. Leveling up pretty quick. It's going to start slowing down around the mid-30s. And it really starts to slow down in 40. Level 40 to 50. And then 50 to 60 is like, oh man, that's like going from 1 to 30. It's pretty crazy. So here we go. Found the dinosaurs. Looks like we got somebody else leveling around here. And they keep on changing stuff in TBC. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of nerfs to paladins. In the beta, paladins have been using a Skullflame Shield. And they have been running low-level dungeons, like Scarlet Monastery, and just AoEing everything down. And I think the paladin's AoE is going to be getting a nerf, so the changes are rolling in, guys. This is not going to be the TBC you once knew. Which I'm kind of sad about, because it'd be nice if they just let it be for the first patch and then got the nerfs out later, like they did with Classic. Like Classic, they just let everybody go off at level 60 and level up, and whatever bugs happened just happened. But it looks like TBC is going to be a little bit different. They want to fix it up. But here we are. Here's Ormer Iron Braid. Pretty cool guy. He's got a nice shirt on. Ormer's Revenge. The situation is severe. That much is for sure. When we uncovered these bones, it attracted the raptors, these filthy beasts. Killed my brethren and trapped me. Marin and the poor prospector up here. Help clear the wetlands of these raptors, Trap and Trav. Mottled raptors and mottled screechers are just west of the bluff. There, kill 10 of each, if you can. That will be a good start to the vengeance I have planned for them. So it looks like we have to slay 10 mottled screechers and 10 mottled raptors. And we will get 17 silver. And he told us off with you. So looks like off we go. Slay some dinosaurs. And we'll help Ormer get some revenge. And it's good that we're doing this now because it's green. Last thing I want is for us to miss out on a quest because we out-leveled it. But the thing is, I'm not too worried about that either, is because I did the Druid Let's Play, and we just did quests all the way to 60. And I still had tons of quests left over, so Trav and Trav won't have any problem with running out of quests. Especially since we're doing dungeons as well. But yeah, back to what I was saying about TBC. They're making a lot of changes. It seems like, it looks like Karazhan is getting a lot of playthrough as well. Looks like a lot of people are going to get to see what Karazhan is going to be like before it even comes out, even though people already know what it's like. But it looks like they're going through tests to make sure there isn't any new exploits that people find. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty clean TBC launch with not many exploits, like there was in the Classic WoW launch. Classic WoW, when you leveled up, there was tons of exploits that they nerfed. One of them was in Scarlet Monastery. I was a part of this as well. You used to be able to run dungeons as a 10-man group, and you would just slaughter the dungeon, and you'd get so much XP. And they did that all the way up to Zul'Farrak, and it got nerfed because the XP was just a little too much. It's too big of an exploit. And then there was other exploits as well. There was a quest where you have to for horde only, and I think this is why they nerfed it, because it was a horde only exploit, and it was in the Black Rock Mountain dungeon. Can't believe I forgot the name of it. But there's a quest where you had to save like a horde lieutenant or something like that. And so you'd save the lieutenant, and then like a wave of like dwarves would just come in, and they would try to stop you, right? And what you would do is you would accept the quest, and then the wave of dwarves would come in, and then right before you save him, you would cancel the quest, and then you accept it again, and then the wave of dwarves would come again. And pretty much you would just go there with mages, and you just keep on slaying the dwarves. And it was a great way to level from 50 to 60, or I'd say like 51 to 60. And the comp you would run is like 3 priests, 4 mages would probably be the best. But really all you would need is just like a priest or a shaman and like 3 mages. Just need a healer and some mages. And that's how I leveled my mage up from 50 to 60. Yeah, it's the Black Rock Depth Stone. I just remembered it. But yeah, it looks like there won't be those kinds of exploits. It's kind of a shame. It would have been cool to see paladins kind of take the shine away from mages in AoE farming, but it looks like they're not going to allow them to do that. And they would use Skullflame shields. Supposedly Skullflame shields have gone up a lot in price due to this exploit, and it looks like it's gotten nerfed. So too bad for all the people who preemptively purchased those Skullflame shields. I assume they're going down in price as we speak. But yeah, it's too bad. Too bad Blizzard's doing all these nerfs now. I kind of enjoy exploits for the first bit. Like, yeah, nerf them later, but at least let the community, experience them for like at least a week. Because then they could have stories like, hey, I remember that. That was kind of weird. Like, I even remember in, like, old school Blizzard games, like, exploits were always, not exploits, but, like, bugs, kind of made the game interesting. Like, in StarCraft, I don't know if you guys ever played StarCraft Brood War, but there's a mob called a Mutalisk, and there was a way you could stack them, like, together, and they would all be stacked up, and they would just shoot all at once. It was like a great way to like just one-shot drones and like harvesters and stuff like that. And that was kind of like an exploit. Not an exploit. It was like a bug, and it made the game interesting. Like that's something you would have to learn how to do. Sometimes I think not all bugs are bad. Kind of gives classes a little bit of identity. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that! The raptors are coming. Got that Jurassic Park thing going on. We're just slaying these dinosaurs. They're no match for Gur. Speaking of Gur, gotta feed him. Clearly not impressed with the jerky. Yeah, TBC will be fun though. I think it'll be a much better PvP expansion. I'd consider it a... I don't know if it'll be a better world PvP expansion than Classic. Because Classic's world is just so vast and big. But I think it'll be a better PvP expansion just because it has arena. And that's something that I'm looking forward to, is the PvP. I'm thinking about maybe playing a Resto Druid. I'll probably level my Warrior and my Mage as well. And I'm going to level this Hunter. Got a lot of classes to level, but we got time. I think the end of TBC will probably be in the year 2023. Or maybe like halfway... Maybe like the beginning of 2023. We'll see like the end of TBC. So that's my guess. And then 2024 we'll get to see Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I'm excited for that. So that's the... I'm a Wrath baby. That's when I started playing the game. And I'm excited to see how Wrath is. I'm more excited for Wrath than TBC. It's mostly just because of starting the game in Wrath. I wonder if they're going to come out with gear score. Remember when Wrath had like gear score come out and like during like the Wrath during like ICC. I believe it came out. The Trial of the Crusader. I wonder if they'll have gear score. That'd be so funny. It'd be funny if people complained too about gear score like they did back then in like 2008. All right. These raptors are getting destroyed, but I'm getting solid XP. That's what it's all about. Be cool if we fight like a T-Rex. You don't know what's be a good idea? It'd be cool to like actually tame one of these guys. I know Gur doesn't like the sound of that, but it would be cool to tame a raptor. And that would be our third pet. I'm kind of debating on either getting a raptor or should get on this. Get on this. I'll deal with him. Gur's getting a little bit of our there. But yeah, raptor would be good. I wonder what they do. I wanted to get like a gorilla too. It's a shame that you can only have so many pets. You can only really have 3. I think they should allow you to have more than 3. Well, you can only stable 2 at the moment. Like maybe you can upgrade that with gold, I would assume. Probably not. Alright. Barradin Bay is under attack. Oh, we got a bow, guys. Not a bad bow. Not better than our gun, but not a bad bow. I think we'll be able to sell that for gold. Maybe just under. So this should be our last modeled raptor we need to take out. And then we'll be on the modeled screechers next. Let's try to find some screechers. I wonder if WoW will ever be... Well, WoW is going to eventually be overtaken by another MMO. But... It's gonna take some time, that's for sure. I don't think it's gonna happen in the next 4 to 5 years, that's for sure. But I think in this decade we might see it happen. But who knows? The reason why it's so hard to like replace WoW is because WoW has so much content, and that is that's the problem with a lot of new MMOs, is they just don't don't have the content to keep players interested. And the thing with WoW is just the problem is there's too much to do. And people sometimes get overwhelmed by the amount of stuff to do in the game. I don't think WoW will ever, like... I don't think it'll die in the next, like, 10, maybe even 20 years. I think there will always be a player base for it. But I don't know how long it'll reign as the top MMO. Supposedly Final Fantasy is catching up or almost ahead of it. I never played Final Fantasy Online. I wonder how it is. I could see that, like, that game kind of competing with it. I thought Elder Scrolls Online would be a game that could compete with WoW, because it's been out for close to 10 years now, I'd say. It's getting there. But it never really was able to do that. But yeah, maybe Final Fantasy can do it. Maybe that'll be the game that, I wouldn't say beats WoW, but I don't know, at least catches up to it. The funny thing is, it's a lot like WoW, supposedly. Like the style of the game. Like there's raiding. I don't know if there's arena and stuff, but supposedly they're quite similar. We got some more Briarthorn over here, so let's keep leveling up our herbalism. But yeah, I'm wondering if you guys play any other MMOs that you think can has a promising future. Should just shoot it in the comments. 'Cause I'm always looking for new MMOs to play, or it's always interesting to me to see like what's going on with gaming, because there's always new stuff coming. Especially with all this new blockchain stuff going on with gaming. I think that's really going to change MMOs. Because players are now going to be able to own what they earn. Be able to sell it for actual real money, which is kind of crazy. The only problem with that type of thing is the only thing I don't like about blockchain, or people being able to own and sell what they have, is that it allows for pay to win to really take over. But the problem with MMOs is that no one's been really able to get rid of the pay to win aspects. There's always some illegal way to pay somebody to carry you through the game or get you an item that you want. So here we go. Ormer's Iron Braid.
My attention.
Iron Braid. Killing is a dirty business, but you did your job well, Trap. If I weren't obligated to stay with the Prospector and Marin, I'd be down there shedding blood right alongside you. Yeah, sure, pal. He's fibbing. He's a fibber. Alright, so it looks like we have another quest for Ormer's Revenge, and we didn't get to hit level 29, but I think we'll be able to do that next episode. But that is the end of this episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.